What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello, YouTube. How's it going, everybody? It's been a while since I've made a video, so I decided to come make a video now. Gonna talk a little bit about my losses, my gains, etc. Hello and good evening. It's been, let's just say, when I come back from vacation, it wasn't a pleasant experience. Come back and I was invested in BitConnect. For those of you that do not know, I was in BitConnect. I put in $35,000 of my own money, and I think I had one referral only at that time, and I feel bad for the referral, but I took a loss as well. By the time I got back to turn my BitConnect coin into Bitcoin, the price dropped so dramatically it was horrific. Yeah, I took a loss. They come and they go. You don't always win. I was in other programs too that was similar to it. I'm no longer a part of any of those programs. Just strictly cloud mining, and that's it. I'm sticking to what works. And Hashflare, Genesis. I just signed up a new contract with Genesis. They were having a 2-year Ethereum contract sign up. The people that were already in Genesis had first dibs, so I jumped in all in on that program there. If you know and I know, that program does work. They pay me every day, goes straight to my wallet for Genesis. And then Hashflare obviously is doing wonders for me now. And so what I've done is to recoup that money. I know a lot of people don't have the opportunity to do so, but what I've done to recoup that money, I put more money into the machines, the mining machines with Hashflare and Genesis, and that's going to make my money back that I lost with BitConnect. It's sad, you know, things like this do happen. You have to be willing to risk it all in order to win and to gain. So that's the reality in business, ladies and gentlemen. So $35,000 going down the toilet. I mean, I can change it. It's like a few $100s now. I think I have 100 and something coins. That 100 and something when I got in was about $400 a coin. So if you do the math, let's do the math. That's 107 coins times $400. I had about close, well, a little under that. It wasn't 42,000, but it was about 37,000 at the time that I was lending. The issue I have with them and what they've done was, instead of paying us in Bitcoin, they paid us in BCC. And the reality of it is, everybody knew there was going to be a massive sell-off because the company's going down, and they wanted to promote their new BitConnect X program, which I'm not taking any part of whatsoever in that program, considering what they've done, not only to me, but to many others. It's sad, but it happened. So it pisses me off, but what are you going to do? You know what I mean? You gotta find a way to recoup that money. And so what I've done is I put more money into Hashflare, more money into Genesis, and rented the machine so I can make that money back within the year. Again, very profitable to work for me, so that's all I'm sharing with you guys today. The market is doing horrible still. I think it's a bearish market right now. What they're trying to do is scare everybody into selling their Bitcoins. That was supposed to be something big happening on the 26th of January. The coin went as far down as around $10,000, 10,000 per Bitcoin at that particular time. And I thought that was the end of it. I thought that there was going to be a massive, massive upwards trend after that happened. But the people caught on. I caught on. Other people caught on. They started reading and listening to what they're trying to do in the market. What they do when they short Bitcoin, they get Bitcoin to lower its value, and they call it a correction. The reality of it is this: they're trying to get the coin at a very low cost, lowest they can get it, and then what they'll do is they go in there and they'll buy tons of it because they have a lot of money, and then their money will then quadruple, then triple, and we're not talking about thousands of dollars. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. That the companies like that, this is what they do. They've been doing this since the beginning of time, so this is nothing new. We just have to educate ourselves to get a bit of understanding of why it happens, when it happens, when not to sell. Now, the only time you'll take a loss, and I tell everybody this, the only time you'll take a loss is when you sell the coin. When you sell a coin at a low cost, you're gonna lose, okay? So what's the best thing to do? Well, the reality of it is this. I've been saying this since the beginning. Bitcoin is no longer something that you wanna give away or trade off or sell. You wanna hold on to it because eventually, it's going to move up. There's supposed to be a big futures sell-off again around February, somewhere around February 26th, somewhere in the middle of February. They're talking. This is what I'm hearing. Again, I haven't really done too much research, but I've been listening to it. The reality of it is this: whether it does happen or it doesn't happen, I'm sitting on my coins. I'm not selling it. I'm gonna wait for it to go back up to 20 and then eventually 40,000. Do I think it's gonna get there? Maybe. I mean, I'm not a whiz by any means, but understanding how greedy people work, when the market's down and these companies come in and they buy tons of a coin, they're going to buy it and they're going to sell it when it gets really, really high, and they're looking to make themselves richer than what they already are. So they're looking for the coin. They're not going to sell it at 15. They're not going to sell it at 20. They want it to hit 40 and 50, etc., thousands of dollars, and then that's when they most likely will sell, or maybe they'll keep it going up to 100,000. I mean, I remember when we was when the market was bullish. And it was doing really well, you know, and then everybody was like, wow, Bitcoin's at 19,000. It's going to continue to rise. It's going to break 20. It's going to go to 40. And it didn't happen because the futures were added and the big bears started shorting the coin, and it started dropping in value dramatically because these guys, listen, these are professionals. They've been doing this for the get-go. And us little guys, we have to figure it out. You know, we have to listen, learn, educate ourselves, and get a better understanding of what they're going to do, okay? And when we learn what they're going to do, we can then ride the wave. So that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting here riding the wave and waiting to see what really happens down the line. I'll wait till February. I'm not going to get rid of my coins, period. Any of those. I do have a lot of investments in altcoins as well. As you guys know, I'm still sitting on Verge, Ripple, Electroneum. A new coin that I picked up is I also have Unicoin Gold. I'm sitting on that coin as well. I'm also sitting on HTML. HTML coin, they have a very powerful, I want to say, manager base. Their board of directors is huge. These guys got master's degrees, PhDs. They know what they're doing down the road. So I bought a ton of that, sitting on that as well. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I see the potential of this possibly going forward and creating a wealth for a lot of people, because they have a lot of great projects in line. Now, I'm not going to go over that. We went over that the other day, but I'm mainly here to let you guys know, listen, I lost, you know, I lost with BCC, and you know, some of you probably lost as well if you were in it. And again, all I can tell you is it happens, man, and it sucks, but it happens. So I didn't have $1 million in there like everybody else. I did put 35,000 of my own money. That, you know, is still a nice lump sum. It's not small. You know what I mean? That money could have went on to other coins, etc. But the reason why I'm pissed at what they've done is they didn't give us the time to sell the coins at that high price. You know, I lost because I was on vacation. When I got back, it was already done with. It was already under like $20. I think it was $16. I said, shit, I'm not going to sell. I said, forget it. I'll just sit on it. And then I took it as a loss, and I said, what am I going to do to recoup that money? So I started looking at my situation, went into different, I went to the cloud mining and just started investing some more there to make that money back. So that's what I've done. I don't know what it is you're going to do if you were in that program. But I will not be joining Devor or all these other programs. They're exactly the same. They all do the same thing. They're lending programs. They have a coin, and the value for the coin comes through the lending, which we all bring value to it when we lend them the money for that. So just a little word of advice from me. That being said, let's see what you have any questions. I know it's been a while, and somebody told me to touch up on it. What am I going to say about it? Hey, listen, what I can say is this. You don't put in what you can't lose. You know, some people, I've seen videos of people putting in their savings account. That is sad. I mean, I feel for these people, man, because that's a lot of, I mean, yes, savings account, that's terrible. But I would have never put my savings account in one program. You don't do that. You have to diversify your portfolio. Never put all your bread in one basket. This has been told day in and day out by so many other people, and for them to do that, it was a mistake on them. You know what I mean? And it's out of their hands. You know what I mean? They don't control what that program was doing. I don't even want to say the name, but they don't control what that program was doing. No one can control it. Only the people behind the scenes that work with them know. And that's it. That's all I can say about that. Now it's time to move forward. Now the market for like 1 or 2 days was doing well. The day before yesterday, it looked like it was going to spike up. Bitcoin looked like it was hitting 11.7. I'm like, oh, this is great. It's going to start shooting up. So everything that they were saying is true. And all of a sudden, today, boom, it starts tanking again. I'm like, what the? So I was like, sheesh, you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do as holders, you know, as investors in cryptocurrency, in altcoins, etc.? What I can tell you is, from my personal experience, is to hold. That's it. You might not be making money today, day before. You might lose for an entire week, but sit on the coins. Don't sell yet. Don't sell at a loss, number one. If you sell at a loss, you're lost. You know what I mean? And that's the reality of it. Is there potential for the coin to go up? Yes. Is there potential to go even lower? Yes. You have to make your due diligence and get a better understanding of the coin, why the coin is there, why did you invest in the coin, in the market? Is the market going to go up? I believe the market's going to go up. I think that when Bitcoin starts rising, you're going to see a lot of the altcoins continue to rise. You're going to see a lot of different programs. You see a lot of people building their blockchains off other coins, like Neo. That's another coin people are building their blockchains off of, and Monero and all these other programs of blockchains. And that's the reason why these coins are going to be sustainable long term. So just a little heads up on that. So yeah, I wouldn't even cry, man. Don't even worry about it. I'll be honest, Bitcoin plug, do I think BCC will ever be worth anything? Right now, at this particular point, every day I log in to take a look at my 107 coins and I see it dropping $1, and the next day it's another dollar going, another dollar going. But here's what I say. I'd rather it hit zero in value than me trading it right now, because can something happen where they decide to give value to the coin somehow, some way? I'm not sure if that's even possible, but I'm hoping for it. So that's why I haven't sold mine. So whatever, the 107 I have there, I'm leaving it there until maybe a miracle happens and they figure out a way to give it value. But the negativity that's out there right now that has to do with this coin, it's going to take a miracle, and that's the reality. So, but I haven't sold, and I'm not going to sell, so, just yet. So, yeah, you play with fire, you get burned. That's true. Hey, on another note, if I'm looking at the cryptocurrencies. If you can see my screen, hopefully you can. Let me refresh this page. I mean, as you can see, they're all down today in the last hour. In the last 24 hours, the only coin that's doing good is Neo, from the top 10, 20 coins. I mean, so is it going to change? Eventually, it will. I mean, the market's not going to stay down for a long time. I mean, remember when the stock market was doing bad. I don't know if you remember the crash that happened with the stock market, I think in 2007. And I mean, when I say I almost lost my entire 401k, I literally almost lost my entire 401k. I think I had about $5,000 left in my 401k when the market crashed. But you know what happened? Right after that, it picked up, boom, and then my money all of a sudden started to double, triple in the stock market, and my 401k was back to life, which was fantastic because we definitely needed that. I think the same thing's happening here. I don't think it's going to crash that much more. I think Bitcoin has the potential to go down to 8,000. It really, truly does. Just so these guys with the money can buy it low. And then eventually what's going to happen is, listen, we're not the only one losing. They're losing too. Don't forget, there's people that bought in at 10,000 and they bought tons of Bitcoin at 10,000. So they're not the only ones losing. Okay, I mean, we're not the only one losing. They're losing as well, and they know it. You know what I mean? So what they're going to do is wait to get his lowest price, buy more, and then let the market ride all the way to the top. So, and when that happens, you're going to start seeing all these altcoins continue to rise as well. They're also going to follow suit. Now, how can one coin do good if Bitcoin does bad? How can, or vice versa? How can that happen? How is that possible? It's possible through the programs that are built on that blockchain. Now, the reason why I bought tons of Ripple is because, not because it's because it's centralized, it's because the banks. I'm in it for the money. I'm not in it to stay in Ripple forever. Obviously, I want to triple and quadruple my money just like everybody else. So the reality of it is this, I'm in it for the money. So when that coin eventually hits $4 or $5 again, you better believe I'm going to sell, and I'm going to sell fast. Okay, so I'm not going to sit on these coins forever, and then I will continue to find other coins and continue to rise. So my focal point now is to look at coins that are less than a penny here and there, and see what, see what works on the white map or roadmap. Look at the white paper. Look at the roadmap. Who's behind it? Do these guys have experience with coins? Being aware, please be aware, when you're looking at these coins, make sure you look at the website. Make sure that everything's legit, because some of these people don't even have websites. And don't buy into all these ICOs. A lot of them are just websites getting put up saying they got tokens, and people are buying into the next ICO trying to gamble. It's like the lottery. And a lot of people think they literally are playing the lottery. When you go into these ICOs, you purchase their tokens, but the tokens eventually they don't even have a roadmap. They don't have anything in the future that's going to make it valuable. And then you lose all your money that you invested. Even if it's $500 or even $1,000, there's still money that you lost. You know, so keep that in mind when you're looking at all these ICOs, because there's so many ICOs, so many coins being launched every single day. You have to do your due diligence on these cryptocurrencies. The best way to buy and to make money is any of these top 10 coins. Literally, if it's down today, if you look at it down, if it's down tomorrow, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Now, I am not a professional trader. Now, this is just my opinion, and I have to say this is my opinion and my opinion only. What you do is what you do. You do it on your own conscience, okay? But if I was investing in a company in coins and I wanted to make some profit, if you would have purchased a week ago when everything is down, even now they're still down, you would purchase any of these coins. Now it could go lower, so you may want to wait, because today they're all down to the last hour. The last 24 hours they're down 5-6%. Keep this in mind. If you have Bitcoin now and you want to make some money, buy them when they're down, like right now. Any of the top 10. Now, you don't have to buy a full coin. Don't have to buy a full coin. If they're down 5%, 10%, this is the time to buy these coins. Any of the top 10. Buy all 10 of them if you have that kind of cash line out. Even if it's $1,000, buy $20, $50, $100, or $100 each all the way down. If you have that money, but you get the idea. What's going to happen is when the market goes up, you can potentially make about 50 to 200% back if these coins do well. Why? Because look at NEO itself, 38.38% up in the last 7 days. Almost 12% on Cardano, 3% on Bitcoin Cash, 4% on Ripple, 20% on Ethereum, and 5% on give me 1 second, I do apologize. Babe, I'm making a video.
I'm sorry, can Adrian come open the door?
All right, bye. Anyways, look at Stellar, another one, up 25.44%, as you can see there. So it's doing really, really well. So that's what I mean by taking your money and making quick money for you. This is quick money. You want to make some quick money? Buy these while they're down and sell them when they go up 5 to 6%, because they're not going to stay down long, these coins. They may go down lower, but I'm telling you how to make a quick. Don't have to worry. We'll scroll down all the way down the bottom. You look for the best coin. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that. This is if you want to make some quick money. You buy into these coins, any of the top 10, 20 coins even, all the way up to VeChain, all the way up here, because this one's down 21.53%. So the last 7 days, so they're down the last 24 hours. A majority of them are down 5% or more. That's a good thing, because this is where you take your money, you buy all these coins, and as soon as they start rising, you start seeing it within 24 hours, 5 to 6% gains, then you sell them. And then if you start adding up the 5% gain, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 5 times 20, do the math. That's, you know, 5, boom, then you got 100% gain right there. So you made 100% of your money back trading these coins. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me go back to the video here. That's what I would say, and that's what I would do. So let's see what you guys have to say here. Listen, that Telegram group, I was trying to get that Telegram group up and running, and there was a lot of negativity in there. So that's the reason why I shut it down. I mean, I ain't got time to listen to nonsense. You know what I mean? I don't need to be in that Telegram group. I did it for you guys, and that was pretty much it. And then some people were joining the Telegram group, and they were promoting their stuff. And listen, if they wanted to do that, they should have created their own group. And that's the reason why I shut the group down. But eventually, I will do it again. But I'm going to make it private. You know, I'll make it private with only people that I do know that watch, you know, videos that are subscribers. Then I will definitely get you guys into the Telegram group. Or even better, I am building an app where I can have my own groups in my own app. So the app is going to be launching hopefully in 2 to 3 weeks. But it is a potential to really build your businesses. It's an app that I'm building. It's an app where it's going to be texting, messaging, group video, chat. When I say group, it's going to be better than Messenger, because Messenger you can do one-on-one, send files, etc. Now I have it Messenger on steroids. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I'm building on this new app. Also, you're going to be able to group chat. You're going to group video chat. Right now, Skype only allows 4. Facebook only allows one-on-one. Where mine is going to allow you to group chat to as many people as you want, and you can all have your video talking to each other. Your group. You can promote any business you want on there. You can have your own profile account, your own account. There's going to be a free version and a pro version, of course, because I have to make money as well, because it costs money to build that stuff. Potentially down the road, what I'm going to do is be able to have your own business line through my app as well. That's also going to be included in the pro version. So instead of you getting calls through your regular phone, you can have your business line, accept calls, voicemail, messenger, and that whole 9. So it's going to be a really powerful app, and I'm looking forward to getting that thing launched sooner than later. But programming, testing, programming, all that stuff takes time. So I would have loved to have launched it already, but it is what it is. So I definitely will, guys. Definitely will. So that's my insight on all of that. Let me show you. I want to show you my Genesis account. This is when I started with Genesis. I started with Genesis. Let's see. I started with Genesis. I don't remember when I started Genesis. Let me see. Right down here, it'll tell me. Let's go to my orders. It'll tell me here my orders. I started with Genesis on August, as you can see here, August 9th, 2017. Now, this is the time when they had that infinite contract. Remember when they had it? I got lucky and jumped in quickly on an infinite contract. As you can see there, there's no end date. When the value of Bitcoin, exceeds the profit, or is lower than the profit of the mining, then my contract will end. That's the contract I have with them. I also have another one that this is the one I just launched, which it starts April 30th, 2018 for Genesis. As you can see here, the end date is 2020, okay? I bought 500 mega hashes, and it cost me that much money, okay, at that time. Now, Bitcoin was low at the time. I think Bitcoin was at 10,000 when I did this, but it's for 2 years, and it's going to pay handsomely. And this is for Ethereum only with Genesis, because that's all they were offering at the time. So I say, hey, why not? Ethereum look like it's rising. The price of Ethereum it looks promising. It looks like there's a lot of potential in Ethereum, as you can see here. The last 7 days, it's up 20%. Okay, remember it was under $1,000. not too long ago. It was even less than that. It was remember a long time ago it was $200 a coin, or even or it was at $99. Now look at it, it's at 1,179. So I see the potential of Ethereum in this year to really battle with Bitcoin. I really truly think so. I think that the programs behind Ethereum is what's going to make the value of it continue to rise, because a lot of governments, a lot of charities, what's that we're looking for? A lot of organizations that what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't matter. To make a long story short, they have a lot of white paper, roadmap, background. They have a lot of people that's going to be using their blockchain. There's so many people, so many coins using their blockchain now, but there's a lot of government programs and a lot of programs that are using their blockchains, bringing the value of Ethereum up. And I think Ethereum eventually down the road is going to hit 2,000, 3,000 like Bitcoin Cash, hit 5,000 eventually. So I'm looking for that potential. Again, I have a 2-year contract with Genesis, starts in April, and that's for 2 years straight. And then I will continue to keep it running. You know what I mean? This is just for extra income, ladies and gentlemen, and that's the reason why I'm doing it. As you can see, I started with on August 9th. This one's infinite, and they paid me handsomely. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to show you, I'll show you my payouts. So you guys can see it live. The wrong one. My orders. Let's see here. Let's go to dashboard. This is what I want to show you here. Here we go. So far, now remember I started in August 9th, and they pay me. Now I'm getting about $100 a day, 7 days a week, and it's infinite contract, as you can see here. My last pay date was the 26th, 27th, so I'll be receiving another payment twice today, and so far I've made about 13,600. You can say 13,600. Now I only invested 5,000. That's when Bitcoin was less than $5,000. Bitcoin was a 4,000 something at the time. If you look back at August, what Bitcoin's price was in August, I think we can do that here. If I click on Bitcoin, and then we go to historical data, and then we pull up the chart here, and then we go back last 3 months. No, we got to go even less than that. Last 12 months. Here we go, last 12 months. Now I'm just going to scroll down to August. Right here. August 8th is when I started. August 9th. This is when I started. Look at the Bitcoin's price. It was at 3,420 when I started. I gave them a little over a Bitcoin at that time, so almost 5,000 bucks. You can give or take. And with that, I've already made. I made my money back and some, as you can see that, and that's the reason why I haven't promoted Genesis, believe it or not, a little bit here and there, but I haven't really promoted it like I should have. And this is the reason why I'm doing it today. I don't have this on my website, which is on my shirt. I am going to add this website on my shirt, online on my website. You're going to see the link there, how to, affiliate commissions links. But I think this has the potential to do a lot of great things for a lot of people. There are no longer any Bitcoin mining right now. There's only Ethereum. But like I said, the potential of Ethereum is going to eventually skyrocket, and it's going to do really, really well. Now, going over some coins. Okay, so did I show you my Hashflare account? Here it is here. This is my Hashflare account. This is the reason why I jumped in Hashflare, because they have what's called Bitcoin mining. You give them your cash, dollars, whatever it is, Bitcoin, and then you can take, you rent their machines, and for 1 year contract. Now, if Bitcoin rises in value, then you'll get paid more. Okay, so my last payouts, my big payout for the last week was this day. I made 0.079. I think that was my biggest. And then Bitcoin went down. It started dropping. It went up a little bit, and it went up a little bit here. But this is going to continue to rise along with the potential of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, then you know that my contract payouts are going to rise as well. It's still not too bad. I mean, I'm making $243,000 for the year. The potential. This is potential. This is not what you're going to guaranteed make. I also put some in Litecoin as well, as you can see here. I didn't put that much in Litecoin, about $300 a week. But if Litecoin rises, then I'll make even more. So total about 5,000 $5,000, $3,000, $5,200 a week in mining alone. Okay, that's just with this one. And then Genesis, $100 a day, $700 a week. So add that to this. That's what I'm making currently using these programs. Now, I don't turn it into cash unless I need the money. But in the meantime, I just, I keep it. You know what I mean? Put it in a safe place. Offline wallet, of course. And now I'm watching. I also got money in Bittrex, as you can see here. I have some money here in my coins. I got Digibyte. I got about 163,960 shares of Digibyte. I think Digibyte's going to eventually explode. I don't know why they're not even. I don't even know why they're not at a higher cost now. This should have been already at 15, 20 cents, 30 cents. I don't know what's taking them so long. They're jumping on different exchanges. They have a huge white paper. They have a solid team of people building value on Digibyte. And the tools that they're offering are some tools that we've been using for years. So Microsoft type tools, and eventually we're hoping that Microsoft and AT&T, all these other companies will take this blockchain tools and use them for themselves. Digibyte, to send a payment, it's that fast. It's really 60 times faster than Bitcoin. A lot of these coins, Ripple's also super fast. I got some money in UKG, ADA, Verge, and that's pretty much it here for my portfolio inside of this account. Now, what I try to do is sit on these coins for a little while, watch them work. If I think that the potential for these coins ain't going to do no more, I'll sell them. But I want to wait for them to go up so I make a profit before I sell them. I don't want to sell them while they're down. And right now, they're down. So keep that in mind. One of these coins, though, I am up huge. I think it might be Verge or ADA. One of these coins here, about 7,000 there, 31,000 give or take here. 7,200 UKG and etc. So I buy these coins, I sit on them and watch them work, and you refresh the screen and you watch your money go up and down. But at one point it was at 40-something thousand. That's when everything was up. It's nice to see that, but you don't want to cash out just yet. You want to double your money, then move on to the next coin. If you can double it, great. If you can't, get whatever you can. As long as it's profit, sell it. Look for another coin and do the same thing over and over coin. So I'm looking at the coins now. This is UKG, as you can see. It's on a steady left to right. This is beautiful. I like seeing stuff like this because it's going to be a breakout point eventually. Now, when it's going to happen, I don't know. There's only about 216 Bitcoins being traded as of right now for this coin. But look where it was before. This is what's crazy. If you look at it early January, it was really high right around this area here. Now, I got it on 30-minute increments. But as you can see, it was lower, and then it rose, and it rose. Now it's riding the left to right, as you can see here. And hopefully, it'll continue to rise from here on out. So it's right now riding the 20-day medium. If I pull out the Bollinger Band, it's probably right in the middle of it, left and right. You'll see that here. As you can see, it's riding the 20-day medium, 20-day average. Look at that. It literally is riding that line. And hopefully, there'll be a breakout point where it'll skyrocket. When I say skyrocket, I mean continue to rise in an upward trend. A lot of these coins will eventually do that, and hopefully will. Litecoin also, check this out. This was today. Look what happened today. Boom, boom, boom. It really skyrocketed. I mean, a short period of time. Between 6 o'clock this morning and about 4 o'clock today, or 6 o'clock today, 4 o'clock today. As you can see here, this is that was yesterday. This is today, the 29th, and now it's riding the left to right. There's a lot of support for Litecoin, and I think Litecoin is going to do really well down the road as well. And you can't go wrong with Litecoin. You can't go wrong with Ethereum. These coins, I purchased these coins when they were at $50. And I'm sitting on these coins. The reason why I'm sitting on these coins is because they have the potential to do a lot of great things. I've been saying this previously in my other videos. Litecoin is the next Bitcoin. When Bitcoin runs out, the next alternative is Litecoin because it's the same. It was a fork. Litecoin was a fork of Bitcoin before all these other coins started forking. just so you guys understand why coins do what, and you look at long-term value. Now, here's what I need you guys to understand. When you say hold, I'm willing to hold for years, for years. If you remember the value of Bitcoin, and we went to the historical data, all right, this is only August of 2017. It was at 3,000. Right now it's at 11,000. So it literally is like 4 times that amount now. So the problem is we're spoiled. We got spoiled. You got spoiled. I got spoiled. Everybody got spoiled. When all these coins started really skyrocketing and started breaking out, I mean, look at this. These numbers are ridiculous. When they started getting around here, and this is less than a year, a short period of time, we all got spoiled, and we're like, man, this is gonna be great. We're all gonna make money. But you have to understand, you have to be willing to sit on these coins for a little while. You have to be willing to sit on these coins for a little while and watch them work. Okay, because if you don't sit on these coins for a while, then there's no potential for you to make a significant amount of money, because you're not willing to take the risk to hold these coins. And now if you're a day trader, that's totally different. If you want to make money every day, then you have to look at the volatility of the coin for that day. And again, there's money to be made on these coins. So Electroneum's another big one. I think the potential of this coin is gonna eventually get back to where it was when it was back here somewhere, you know what I mean? Where it was about 10, 12 cents a coin. Right now it's down to about 9 cents a coin, but that happens, you know what I mean? And I think Richard Ellis has got a lot of plans for this coin. He is the CEO of the coin, and I think that he has a lot of potential for this coin. Now remember, there's only one fucking market that you can get this coin. One place, and for it to be at 9 cents is a great thing, considering there's 5 billion coins. So that the coin value comes from the people. So we have the ability to, when we purchase these coins, to sit on them for a while and watch them work, and then wait for Richard Ellis to get the mobile application. And when he did that joint forces with that telecom company, a mobile telecom company, it brought the price up, and that's when you seen that big spike over here. You're seeing the big spike, and it's going to continue to have more programs added. And then once that mobile app starts to really get launched, and people are actually trading with their mobile phones quickly, like bang, bang, take one phone, take another one, send you Electroneum just like that. There's a lot of companies now that are taking Electroneum alongside Bitcoin and everything else, and all the other coins. You're going to see it continue to rise. But everybody's scared right now. The market is down. People are selling. They're afraid that because of the news and all that bad news about the bearish people and what their manipulation of the company. They're saying there's not a manipulation. I think that's a lie. I think they're manipulating the system. When you got people that have billions and trillions of dollars, they can do what they want. They come in, they buy these coins, and they sell them in one shot, and the price just tanks. But if we hold strong, and if we believe in the actual coin and what they're doing and their plans, I mean, I'm not saying any of these coins are going to hit $1. They may never hit $1, but the potential is there. That's what I'm saying. The potential is there because they're being supported by an educated team. They're looking for a lot of new programs to be implemented in their blockchain, and when people start using it, that brings value. Okay, so just a little historical data on all this stuff. Let's go back to CoinMarketCap. And as you can see here, still down. Now they're down almost 1%. You're going to watch, hopefully tomorrow, the next day, this will continue to rise. Well, everybody's waiting on the news of Bitcoin. And that's where everything flows. It flows from here, and then it flows down. If this coin does well, I remember at one point when all altcoins were doing well and Bitcoin wasn't doing well. But Bitcoin at the time, I think it was at 16,000 per coin. So, and remember, Ripple wasn't even up here. Ripple was way down here somewhere. But the reason why they're not at $2 or $3 like they were before is because they have a lot of coins. Remember, they have a ton of coins. But keep that in mind, there's still money to be made here. So that's why I'm sitting on these coins. I'm also sitting on Cardano. I don't know why they haven't broke $1 something. Not too long ago, they were doing really well. But the same thing with all the other coins. If Ripple's not doing well, and Cardano's not doing well, and all these other coins ain't doing well. Look at all the way the top 50 coins. There's about maybe 3 or 4 of them that are doing good today in the last hour. In the last 24 hours, they're all in red except maybe a couple of coins. Now I'm going way down here, down almost to 50. And then Digibyte and Electroneum keep fighting and They break 50, they fall back. They break 50, they fall back. I can't wait for these coins to continue to rise. I think Digibyte and Electroneum, I am a holder of these coins, so that's why I say this, because I read their white paper. I follow them religiously on what they're doing and what they're implementing. I follow Digibyte on Twitter. I follow Electroneum on Facebook. I also am in the Telegram group of Digibyte, Electroneum, mainly Facebook, and emails, because Richard Ellis does send emails out to everybody, which is a great thing, especially for a CEO to do such a thing, to educate us on everything else. Plus, my man, Crypto for the People, Sean Davis, I watch his videos because he's always on top of things. That way I wake up in the morning, he's already got a video up talking about Electroneum, so I watch that too. So he's one of the guys that I do like listening to when because he comes out. I don't have to read the whole, I don't got to go to Electroneum website to read about it. He says it in his video. He usually keeps videos around 9 minutes, 10 minutes long, the most. And he's fun to watch. So I am a subscriber to him, and I think he's a funny guy. I love the way his energy is too. So if you don't know who he is, I'm sure many of you guys already know him, but just a heads up on that one. All right, let's get back to our dashboard. Yeah, yes it has, Gabriel. What's up? What's up? What's up, Terrence, Ramel, Bella, Talupe? Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, but listen, all I can say is stay strong, keep your heads on right, stay focused, don't sell. If your coin is down, you only lose if you sell. Now, is the potential for the coin to go to zero? Every coin you see here has the potential to go to zero, and there's no guarantee. Okay, so the fact of that happening is very rare. Right now, it's rare, especially Bitcoin. And all these other coins, especially with the support that they have from the people. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to give you an update on HTML real quick. Let's see here. This is the coin that I just bought this coin not too long ago. And as you can see, it was up. People sold a little bit. And now it's riding the left to right. That means there's going to be a breakout moment coming for this coin as well. When? I don't know. But the people behind this coin, I want to give you an update. This is what I wanted to do live. I did it on my own, but I want to show you what these people, and the people backing this coin, who they are, their expertise. I mean, I've never seen a coin backed by so many smart individuals, man. And when I say smart, I mean really, really smart. So let's look at their team. When you click on team, I know some other people have done this too, but I had to do my own research as well. If you look at these people's background, you can go to their LinkedIn. And this is what I like. You can actually go to their LinkedIn account and take a look at every single one of them and find out what their degrees are. And this guy's got a PhD, a master's. He got an MSED. He's got a bachelor's, MSED, master's, and a PhD. See, now this guy's very smart. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if this is all real. I mean, but usually LinkedIn I'm not sure if it's real or not, but the reality of it is, if this is real, and if these guys, I mean, they have 500 plus, they give you their experience and the previous experience and what they've done before they joined HTML and before they united. But if you look at their expertise and previously, I mean, you can see their education level is very high. You want to be definitely backed by people like this, that have that degree, those degrees. That means they're very smart. They know what they're doing with the coin, and they know where they want to go from here on in. So this guy has a State University grant, CSIT. He also is in HTML. He is right here. We've been to New Mexico State University. So these guys are very smart. I mean, they're not just a schmojo telling you that coin is great. I mean, these guys have a lot of potential. This guy here, I also looked at. He has a pretty big background as well. He's a human resource developer, e-learning, project manager, strategist, peace building expert, faculty, author, facilitator. I mean, what else can you ask for? Literally, these guys are very smart. So this is before I made my decision to purchase this coin. I wanted to make sure I looked up a lot of these individuals here. This guy's communication. They give you kind of a little rundown of who they are. These guys are legal counsel, marketing, business development, innovation. Now this guy you definitely want to click on because business development education, that's the guy that pretty much gets the projects up and running, etc. You know, gives his expertise in that. But he's from the United Kingdom. Gives you a little bit about him here. Program director. He was an IT program director, interim. Director at Accenture. I don't know what that is, but he's been there for 11 years. So he does a lot of good stuff here. So I have a feeling I didn't make an error in you know, buying these coins, because the potential of these guys here are pretty good, man. So their team looks solid, and you can look at them all here in a quick rundown of who they are, their name, and their background. Okay, tells you all the degrees. Look at this: PhD, bachelor's degree, BS, MS, BS, MDiv. So these guys are not you know, community college people. You know, these guys are pretty wise. So I'm happy about that. So just a little rundown on who they are. I kept them. I still have them, Socotra. I still have my BCC coins. They are in the BCC account. They're still on the website. I haven't taken them out, so. Yeah, sometimes you do have to hold. And again, listen. Hey, bros, what sort of profit percentage are you taking now on each day trade? 3%. Yep, patient. Now, Vishy, to be honest with you, I haven't traded in the last... I've traded the last week. I didn't trade this week at all. I'm looking at the market diligently and looking at how everything's working so far. I may start trading again live, but the market's down. I don't want to trade when the market's down. When you look at the potential, I mean, you want to buy coins when they're down. You don't want to trade when they're down, because they can keep dropping. You know what I mean? Then you can lose money. Then you have to sit on this coin for like a week or 2 weeks. So when you, again, like anything else, I've told you guys from the beginning, when you're trading, let me go ahead and click on it. Click on markets. When you're trading, I use Bittrex, but you can use whatever exchange that you're in. And you look at the volume is huge, okay? When the volume is huge and it's down, like Z Classic's down 4%. Hey, if it's down 4%, that means it can rise 4%, all right? So when you open up this coin and you look at the drop, why did it drop? Look, it's on a downward trend, a small downward trend. We'll go pull out the chart. Let's pull out the Bollinger Bands. Bam. There you go. See, it's below the 20-day average. See that? And it's on a downward trend, so it can drop even lower. Now, I don't know if that's going to be happening. It's not. I don't know if it's going to happen all the time, or it's going to be like this for like another day or two or a week. But there's potential to make money here. There always is potential to make money. Why? Because you look at the overall, it was down even lower way back here, okay? And then we're talking about, what, about a week ago? Yeah, about a week ago, this is where it's at. If you would have bought here, look at this gain you would have had. And you could have sold somewhere in this line, which would have been perfect for you. You would have made some good money. Now, look what happened. It dropped again. If you would have held, it would have dropped here. You'd be like, shit, I'm back to square one. But still, you would have been in profit, because if you would have bought here, you're still in profit. So what do you do now? You're looking at the coin. Well, look at the coin. This is when I use the tools. I always tell you guys, use the tools that's going to help you. So Fibonacci retracement. You look at when it started dropping at the highest point here, and you take it down to the lowest point. It went all the way down to here. And if you would have saw this drop, which was earlier today, this was at what, 2 o'clock? No, this is 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you would have saw it drop. This is at, oh shit, I'm talking about yesterday. I do apologize. This is yesterday at midnight, right around midnight. It's still dropping. This morning, if you would have woke up this morning, you would have saw a little bit of a rise here. But if you would have saw this drop, see, this is what you have to look for. Look for these drops, especially when the coin is down. If the market is down, then I'm riding the Fibonacci retracement, because I know these coins are going to continue to drop. If it drops this low and you would have bought here, then you could sell at 61.8% or 50% even and make money on day trading. It would have took you from midnight to about 8 o'clock this evening, or not even, would have took you 6 o'clock this evening, and you would have made a sell right around it. Don't sell over the 61.8% line. Sell a little under it. Sell a little under it. That way you could make more money. If you're a gambler and you want to make more money, then yes, you could sell at the 61.8. I usually sell a little bit below it, and the reason why I sell a little bit below it because you sell before everybody else sells theirs, and that way you can make your 3 to 5%. 3%. Now remember, when you're doing the 3% daily trading rule, you can't keep it on 30 minutes. You can't. You got to keep it on 5 minutes increments. Now the chart changes. You see how it changed when you go to the 5 minutes? Because as you can see here, there was a lot of changes, but still, it would have still worked out for you because you would have still made money if you would have sold it here at this particular point. Now make sure it's 3% or more. I mean, so you can have it. You don't have to sit in front of the computer. If you know there was a big drop, put the Fibonacci retracement tool out and then mark where you want to sell it. Because when you put this cursor here, it tells you what price point. See this little black box that keeps appearing? That tells you how many Satoshi it's going to potentially you could sell it at, which is right around there. And if you would have did so, and it still has the potential to do that. I mean, because it already touched here. It broke the 50% mark. See, people sold here because they didn't want to wait to 61.8. But if they would have waited a little longer, they would have made more money selling it here. And what happens, you can see how it's riding. Let me get the horizontal lines out because this will give you an indication. So if I put it at the 100, the 61, the 50, and the 38, and I'll put it to 0, you'll see it gives you indication. It's riding the 38.2 and the 61.8. Mainly the 38.2 and the 50% mark because it's touching down, up, and it broke and it went down. It was a sell-off here, and then it touched the 38.2, went back up, support, and then it's riding left to right, and then it dropped down, and it's doing the same thing here. Now it's at a point where it's dropping again, so you can even do it here. You can take the Fibonacci out and look at this drop and bring it out, but this is a short one, so you ain't gonna be able to mess with this one here. There's not enough room. But if I could and I had to, I would bring it down because it may drop lower. See, it kind of screws it up because there's not enough room yet for it to go. But hey, you could still do it here. If you look at the marker, this is the 100% mark. It's dropped down to here. You can sell at 61.8 still at 0.01193613, okay, and you can make money here because eventually, because now it's in a downtrend, it'll eventually go back up and hit that marker. Now, here's another thing. Looking at this marker, I can almost guarantee that it's being oversold. How do you find that out? Look at the commodity channel index, okay? Create, and I was right. You see the shadow? Once you see the shadow, that's a good time to buy. Why? Because look at the shadow here. And then you could sell here, buy here, sell here, or here, buy here, and then wait. Still buy here. It went up, but it went back down here. So you buy here and wait for it to cross over. Once it starts breaking this marker here, or about to break it, this is where you want to sell. Okay, if you're watching the coin in front of the computer, you know what I mean. So it's going to hit that marker. So I don't want to say I guarantee it. But you're going to see this at 0.01193744, hopefully before the end of the day. You'll probably see that happen, or definitely early morning, and you can see a skyrocket from there. Why? Because it's a lot of volume, and people like trading volume, a lot of utility. It's being oversold, as you can see here. Let's pull out the momentum indicator. That tells you where it's going, and right now it's on an upward mark, so it's look like it's on the way up. So I would definitely buy here right now and wait. Now if you're sitting on one coin, if you're a one coin trader, then you want to sit on this coin and wait for it to be oversold. So pull out your commodity channel index, wait for it to be oversold, then sell it, okay, manually. Just get in here and hit max, last, boom, and sell, and that way you'll make whatever profit you did. But just make sure your BCC here is more than your BCC, less than your BCC here. You want to make money. You don't want to lose money. At least get 3 to 5%. You could probably make a little more, entirely up to you when you look at the charts. But it looks like it's on its way up. Let's pull out the MACD. The MACD is probably going to show it crossing over. Not yet. No, not yet at all. It's still selling time. See this here? But there's still support. Even though the red is over the black, right? You see that there? It's still some support here. It's still some support here. And even though momentum indicator is showing going up, it's still being oversold. The MACD doesn't say that. It's parallel. So it still has the potential to continue to go down. When you're looking at these tools, you want to make sure that you're not just using one tool to determine the outcome of the price. You want to look at least two of these. So if I was you, I like the commodity channel index because every coin gets oversold and overbought. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So knowing that, that's one tool that I'm definitely going to be using all the time. Second, the momentum indicator tells you where it's currently going, as in who's buying, who's selling. The MACD, however, is more, for me, a long-term investment tool. But I still pull it up sometimes, take a look at it, because if these two start narrowing, really narrowing, because it could still go down. Even though it's still being oversold, it could still be oversold some more. And the MACD is saying that. And the momentum indicator was up, now it's evening out, so it still could be oversold. But that's okay. Why? Because you know it's going to be overbought. And that's where you want to sell. So you wait and you start selling around the 61.8 marker, a little below that, and make some quick money. Get in and get out. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I would tell you. You can do this every day. And do this with like 3 or 4 or 5 coins, 6 coins, 10 coins if you got enough money. You know what I mean? Start putting the percentages in, put the Fibonacci marker, and start setting it and reading the coins. Make sure there's a lot of volume, number one. Number two, make sure the coin is going down. If it's down, like right now it's a down market, it's a great time to buy, and then wait for it to go up and sell at your percentage gain. If you want 100% of the coin, to get 100%, you can do that. I mean, but there's obviously greater risk in that because they may never hit that 100%. That's a potential. It happens, but for likely event that's going to happen is rare, you know. But now this is on a 5-minute indicator marker. Just remember that I got it on 5 minutes. As a day trader, you don't want to put any later than that, because if you're looking at it to be a weekly trader, then 30 minutes. You know what I mean? If you're looking at it to be a weekly trader, monthly trader, 30 minutes is good. So sometimes people put it in one day. Now, if you're looking for monthly, you know, I wouldn't go that high. I mean, you're talking about sitting on the coin for a very long time, potential. But if you need money right away, this is what you need to do. You can make 3 to 5% gains every day, sell and make a little bit of money, 20, 40, 50 bucks off each coin. If you do that to about 5, 6 coins, 6 times 5, you make 350 bucks to 1,000 bucks a day if you do it right. And just make sure you're getting 3% gains. The least amount. If you get 2%, so what? You're still getting the gain. Just make sure that you remember the fee. There's fees involved, and when you do every transaction. So keep that in mind. You are wasting money when you do sell coins, but just make sure you're making enough. It's simple. You look here. If your Bitcoin value here is less than what you're making here, you made some money, because this is what you're getting even with the fee. You're getting this money here. So it could be 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. If you're making 20, 40, 50 bucks, that's great. All right, now look for another coin. Do the same thing over and over, about 5, 6 coins. Now you're looking at, 6 times 5. Do the math. That's 300 bucks. You can make easily. It's been really hard to trade, even to make 1% a day. You get stuck hold. It's true. You could be holding on a coin for a little while, and it's the reality. Awesome, Milton. Awesome stuff. Well, I mean, depending on where you live in your country, the reality of it is this: you have to get a Bitcoin tax person, someone that's professional and knows about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the taxes with that. Listen, the reality is they want your money. Everybody wants a piece of your money. But as long as you keep making enough as you can, I mean, you'll be able to live your life peacefully. Now, this may not make you rich, but it'll make you extra income to help you pay your bills. And that's the reality of it. And yes, the sad part, you do have to pay taxes on it. There's nothing we can do about that. So. Yeah, long-term investments are good if you mind being patient. I mean but I mean if you're not patient enough, you need to make some money daily. That's when you have to pull out your strategic tools and get in there and start trading. I mean, I'll be honest, when I first started trading, I lost some money. You know what I mean? I was like, shit, I lost money. How do I gain money? And then all of a sudden, I remember buying. I remember I put in like a half a Bitcoin in here, and I bought one share of some coin that was like 3 cents, and I wasted my whole half a Bitcoin on one share because I didn't even know how to do the numbers right. And I'm like, oh, at the time it was. But listen, you live and you learn. I made that mistake, and I won't make that mistake again. You know what I mean? So that is the reality of it. I started studying from that day forward. I went to Investopedia. Investopedia is a website where you learn how to trade, and there's a free version that teach you how to read the tools, and that's where I went and started learning how to read the Fibonacci retracement, how to read the CCI, how to read the momentum indicator, how to read the MACD, and then I started taking that knowledge, I brought it here, and then I started making those gains, and that's when I started making my video showing you how to do it, because I've learned it, I shared it with you guys, and you guys started winning. And that's why we're here to this day. So, I mean, we can all do it. We just got to stay diligent and make sure that you're willing to risk, everything you put in here. Because the reality of it is there's no guarantees. And you don't know what the coin's going to do within an hour or two. You could potentially drop down to zero. Sad, but it happens. But the potential of that happening to these top coins is going to be rare because there's a big market for this cryptocurrency. Look at this. Look at this move. You see this move? It just went up. It just went up, and the MACD is about to break. What did I tell you? See, if you would have bought here, you would have been good. You just wait a little bit because hopefully it's gonna break the 0% mark right here on the CCI, and hopefully it'll be oversold. That's usually happens with coins; they bounce up and down. But it looks like it's on its way up. The candlestick showing that it's going down. The support for it, even though it's up. It looks like it closed down, so it may be a red candle, the next one, but maybe not. We don't know. But it looks like the arrow's going. It looks like the potential's going up. This coin, I know it's going to hit the 61.8 marker. It's not going to stay down here. You know what I mean? Because you can see where it did this already. How many times? Remember we put the marker out 50, 1561.8. It was hitting this all day. Look, bang, 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 bang. So this is money right here being made, and then it dropped here. So if you would have bought here, and then you would have to wait a little while, but it's going to eventually go back up. It's going to hit that 61.8 marker, and there's some quick money to be made here. I mean, tally up to you, my friends. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents on this. I lost money in BCC. That's why it's out the window. I've already let everybody know. Now I want to get it off my chest. But you've seen what I've done is I took my some of that money that I have in the stash, and put it into the mining programs that I'm in, and that's where I make that money back. Those losses will hopefully come back. That's the goal. Now, is there a guarantee that those mining companies are going to be open forever? No, but I'm willing to take the risk. Why? Because if you don't take risk, you will never win. I mean, it's the reality of it. I mean, the richest people in the world take risks all the time. If you think $35,000 loss is a lot, they lose millions. So just be aware of that. I mean, but if you're getting started and looking to get some gains and learning how to trade, go to Investopedia, learn how to use the tools, get in there, start figuring out what coins to trade. Make sure you read the tools, do your due diligence, get your homework done. It's very important. I mean, it's very important that you do so. But I'll give you guys an update probably next couple of days. Right now, I'm watching the market just like you guys are. Let's take a look at the market now as we speak. Let's take a look at the market. I'm gonna hit here and see where it's at. It's still, see, all these coins were down 1.5%. Now they're down. They're not even down 1%. They're less than 10%, 20%. So they're going back up. All these coins. See, now you can see more green than red here. See, if you would have bought right when that time when I explained it in the video, you would have been already up almost 1% because they were all down by 1.5%. Now remember, any of these top coins, top 10, 20 coins, you take like 5, 10 grand, put it in here, buy all these coins, wait for it to go up 5%, watch the 24-hour marker. Once this market turns green, boom, 5%, sell. all 10 of them quickly. Get it in. Or you can just let them ride. It's entirely up to you. But that's another way to make some quick money. All right, but other than that, that's it. That's all I have to share. I appreciate you guys for being here. Again, you don't know how much this means to me. You guys being here, you know, me sharing my ideas and what I have to share on these coins. I mean, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but you know what? If you apply yourself and then you teach yourself, things can happen for anyone and everyone. So I didn't buy Tron. I tried to, man. They're on another set. Listen, I got so many exchanges that I'm in. I ain't got time to join anymore, and that's the reality of it. I'm tired of joining all these exchanges. There's so many different exchanges. I can't wait for the time where all our coins are on one exchange. You know what I mean? Even the coins that are just starting out. Now, I hear Robinhood or Robinhood Exchange, they're going to have that, and it's supposed to be 0 transaction fees. Take a look at that exchange. I did sign up for that exchange. I put an email, you know, they told me to fill this out. I did that, so I'm waiting. But that's one that you guys can join. I guess there's no fees when you're trading or something like that, which is fantastic. So it's always a plus. I haven't been, not at all though. 40K a year in BTC hurts. I lost my. he said he lost his second one. Oh, Gabrielle, man, listen, you and me both, man. Just be patient. That's all right. We'll make things work. Trust me. This is not the end. It's the beginning of something great. So I mean, I think if you're investing in a lot of these coins and you see the top coins, eventually these coins are going to take. I mean, when I say go through the roof, they're going to break the roof for the building, and they're going to go up, up, up. And if you're holding on these coins, you won't even think about that loss anymore. You know what I mean? Because you could potentially be a millionaire by that time, depending on how many coins you have. You know what I mean? So it's part of the process, though. That's all I can say. So other than that, that's all I have to share. Appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to go ahead and log out. Take care, everyone. Don't forget to pay a visit to Bitcoin Team Online. Take care now, everyone. Appreciate you guys.